TDI New England is holding this symposium today to help the community that we're working with understand the studies that we're going to be performing on Lake Champlain with respect to our New England Clean Power Link project. It's extremely important to us that the state agencies, thought leaders for the lake understand the work that we're going to be doing, and we're going to be seeking input. It's very, very important to have as much input from the communities who understand the lake, give us their feedback so that we can do the proper studies for them to understand how our project will not interfere with the lake and actually bring great benefits to the state of Vermont.
We held the Lake Symposium because we're at a point in the process and the development of the project where we have enough information that we want to share it with the stakeholders who care about the lake. We had a really interesting cross-section of people from Vermont. We had federal and state regulators, we had a lot of nonprofit people, we had regional planners, we had legislators, both local and statewide, and we had some other folks in the room who just care about the lake a lot and don't hold any official positions. And we wanted to get their reaction on what our results look like and whether our assumptions were valid. And we also wanted to take the chance to educate people about how you install a marine cable in the lake.
TDI will source local Vermont labor on the project for a number of opportunities, particularly related to the operators we need for the terrestrial portion of this work. The flagman, we will be seeking labor to support us on the submarine operations in terms of logistics. The cable installation has been designed to maximize the safety.
Well, TDI's philosophy is really quite simple. We use technology called high voltage direct current. And the reason we use that technology is because we can put a large amount of power into a very small cabled footprint. You know, 6-inch cables, two 6-inch cables can bring approximately 1,000 megawatts of power, enough for about 1 million residential homes. And we can bury those cables over long distances with very low losses. So our philosophy is to bury transmission so that it doesn't interfere with the communities that we traverse, and it can be done in a very environmentally friendly manner.
We want to do the project in a way that is as efficient as possible. So of course we have commercial considerations of doing the project in a way that makes sense from a cost perspective, but we also want to do the project in a way that minimizes its impact on the people that live in this area.
So we're approaching it by getting a team of people who know a lot about the lake working for us and using a lot of data that they've collected through their own work and data that we've collected for our New York project. So we've got a lot of data, and we're using that to avoid resources in areas that our experts are telling us we should avoid. We're also working in close consultation with the state of Vermont and federal agencies to make sure that the surveys we're doing are what they want, and also we're doing them in the way that they want them to do it.
We're working proactively with the U.S. Coast Guard and the ferry operators to build the project and design the project so as to minimize any risk of interaction between our cables and maritime users.
The Maritime Museum's role in the project with TDI has been to advise in corridor selection in an effort to avoid any cultural resources that are located on the bottom of the lake. The line has been adjusted in a number of places where, not where it was necessarily going to impact a site, but where it was even going to come close to one. We're erring on the side of caution here and moving things as far away from any of the sites as possible.
TDI New England and the New England Clean Power Link project are not going to interfere with Lake Champlain. In fact, it's going to be a great addition to the state of Vermont. It's going to bring jobs, it's going to bring benefits, it's going to bring property tax benefits to the state, and it's going to be done in an environmentally friendly manner, and it's going to ultimately lower greenhouse gas emissions in the New England marketplace because of the hydropower we're going to be bringing down on this project.